like we're live. Let's see if I can find it here. Looks like I found it. Whoops. Where'd my live go? There we go. All right. So, excuse me. I think we're live. I think we are live. Welcome everybody. I'm going to turn this around a little. Always going the wrong way. There we go. Go down a little bit. Try to see what I'm doing. Hey Deb, what's going on, girl? Hey Kathy. Guys, we're going to try something tonight, and I'm probably going to regret this. But hey, why not? That's the way I roll. I've never done it, so we're going to learn it together, okay? I already made one mistake last night and learned my lesson, so tonight I'm kind of going to show you what not to do. Hey Linda, welcome. What's up, guys? I got some fun sprinkles, okay? We got some foam clay. I got it in all different colors. We're going to make it out of this. I found these just last minute, these little cardboard. I think I'm going to try these, see how they work. We'll put some foam over them, like for the bottom. Okay, this is going to be my decoration, obviously, because we know how this might turn out, but it's going to be fun to learn it together, guys. Okay. So we got that. I got all kinds of. All right, like I said, I've never done this before, so we're going to have some fun. All right? So anyway, welcome. Hope everybody's week's been good so far. Ours started out really cold, but it's warming up now. So anyway, to get going here, this is just one of those paper mache boxes. Well, I knew better than to do this over the weekend. I thought it'd be this wise idea to paint this green, so because I didn't like the green glitter foam that I had. I knew better because I knew exactly what it would do, and it did it. I got a little bit of glue on here, trying to get a head start last night, you know, just to get some of these on here, and I got a little bit of glue on here, tried to take it off, and it was pulling the paint off, so I just ripped all the strips off, and I said, you know what, we're going to wrap a solid around here, since it's not just a paper. Hey dog, not just the paper one. This is one that was painted, you know, the decorative boxes that you get, and it's glossy, so you don't want to paint over it. But I got in a hurry and did what I shouldn't have done, and I knew better. So anyway, we got some of these fun Halloween glitters. I don't know which one I'm going to use. We got one of these egg-shaped foam balls. I kind of flattened the bottom. I kind of flattened the top, you know, just a little bit. So we're going to build a body out of this. And I've got some, we might build a body out of that, or we might cut one of these down and build it out of one of these little cone ones. I'm not sure yet. And now I just got some leaf things. You can make some little foam leaf things to put on here, or you could just use some regular flowers. So I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. Like I said, this is the first time I'm trying it. So well, I lied a little bit. I did try to make on a foam just to practice with this stuff, but it kind of turned out a little crazy. But you know what? That's how we practice. That's how we learn. Okay, and again, I'll have another decoration for Halloween. All right, I just need to open my super glue out. So you probably need super glue. The foam sticks to itself when it's wet, but other than that, everything else you'll need super glue or the hot glue for like the foam. But if you use the hot glue, in that it'll kind of pull apart. So with the foam clay, you kind of want to use the super glue. So let's get going here and finish this. What I did is I found the seam in this paper where it was seamed together. So I started there to get myself a straight line. And what we're going to do is just kind of glue this around. I'm going to put some glue on here finish this up, and then we'll glue some strips on here. And you want to kind of use a low temp on this, okay? Let's just glue this. Finish gluing this one on here, okay? And this will just be kind of our base, okay? Oops. So, hardest part is this, keeping this daggone thing still. All right. So I'm just gonna place that on there, get that lined up. Just kind of line it up all the way around here. I know it's oversized. I'll just trim that down. That's easier than trying to measure it out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this will just be our base. Do a little corner there. Okay. And then we'll probably trim this right here. Try to trim like where I can see it. If we fudge it up, we're going to put a stripe over this probably anyway. So just get as close as you can there. Yeah, we got fairly close. Kind of. My glue's a little bulgy. I don't like that. Take that little piece off there. And then we'll just close that seam up right there. Okay. And don't worry about your seam because we're going to cover that up with one of our strips. Okay, that's why I'm not worrying too much about that. Hey, Susan Hatch. How are you, girl? So we're just going to trim this all the way around here. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be kind of our cake. Okay, now we've got to pretty it up with some stripes and stuff. Got the glue. I need to get my nails cut. Alright, so I'm hoping I can. I think this one I'm going to go right here and just barely cover that seam right in here. So I want to keep them. Fairly straight. I'm worried if I start with this seam here, I'm gonna run into. So I want about a ½ inch in between. Let me just play with this here. See what's going to happen if I do this. Let me just play. Where I'm going to run into. Hoping I run right. I really want to start on that other spot and see. I'm gonna have to start on the other one, so I think we'll be all right. That's a cleaner seam, so I'm not worried about that. Like I said, guys, this is my first one, so bear with me. I need something to prop this up. Keep it from rolling. There we go. There we go. We don't want it rolling, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm going to start. Let's start. Oh, shoot, I left a bunch. Actually, I need to go grab the rest of these guys. Cut them before I came down here. Alright, dude, you really need to move. You're in the way. Woo! Oh, it's in my way constantly. Alright, so I'm not going to glue on there. I'm going to glue my strips. Hopefully you can see here. I'll tell you what, this glitter paper foam makes as big a mess as actual glitter. Okay? So, I got this in the wrong spot. So we're going to go right here. Okay? We're just going to press that around and down because we'll end up covering the bottom and this is going to be upside down, okay? So I just want to place these kind of like a ½ inch apart. These are cut at like 1 inch. This was a 6-inch box, so I just kind of tried to do the math and get as close close as I possibly could. So about a 1/2 inch. And down and around. Okay. So this is just glue. And we'll just do this around town, guys. Sorry, I was trying to have like the majority of this done, but it didn't happen. I had to redo it. I had to tear it apart. So just kind of place it on there about a 1/2 inch. Press it. And again, try to keep them spaced fairly even apart. So see how it's just kind of bringing this kind of Halloween-y look in here with those colors. Oh, who needs prayers? Oh no, Susan, I'm so sorry about that. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Yes, we'll be praying. Oh my goodness. Oh. I am so sorry to hear that. That's horrible. That was horrible. I am so sorry. Okay, so we're just rotating colors here, guys. I'm praying, little sweet baby Jesus, I get that hunk covered up. I don't. Like I said, this is a practice one. This is a learning one. Let's get this one over just a little bit so we do kind of miss that. It's gonna be close, guys. It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. I need to turn this blue up a little bit. Yeah, I am so sorry, Susan. I hate to hear that. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We did it. We covered that up. Thank goodness. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Yes, we will definitely be praying for you. Hey, Timmy Hurd. How are you, girl? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to make a fake bake. If you guys just joined, we're making a fake bake. We're going to try to make a fake bake. We're learning this together, guys. You know me, I'm not afraid to, you know, come on here and learn with you. Learn together. And try it. I'm not afraid. I'm hoping I'm getting these spaced pretty much good. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Let's see how that's coming around town. It doesn't really take a super long amount of time. You know what I'm saying? It's just monotonous a little bit. Then we're going to add like the glitter around the top edge. We'll add the top piece on. Then we'll make our ghost out of the foam clay. And then me and glue don't get along. It likes to just attach itself to me. Yeah, we'll make the foam clay ruffles around the bottom, and then we'll make a foam clay ghost, and we'll try to make a foam clay lollipop for it to hold. I wanted to do a little painting on it with my paint pen, my gold paint pen and stuff, or some colors, but my granddaughter has got it in my paint drawer, in my glitter drawer, And I am missing a lot, and it is full of glitter. I have made new colors, or she has, I should say, in my drawer. We've got new colors in there of glitter, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Yeah, but, hi Deb, how are you? Yes, we'll surely be praying for you, Susan. So I hate that. I hate that. Okay, guys, we're getting around town. I got a few more. See how pretty that and Halloweeny that's gonna look. Okay. And then you can go back and add circles. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting these in the right order here. Purple. But yeah, this is the most monotonous part. Oh my goodness. And again, you really just don't want the glue to seep out the sides and whatnot. Don't worry about the bottom and what this inside looks like, because you'll end up not seeing that. I probably should have just left these up and cut that. Quite honestly, we may just go back and pull those up and cut those. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have done that. And here's where we're gonna see if I measured right, and I probably we'll be close enough. Like I said, guys, this is a first attempt, and when you practice, at least you got some decorations for your own house for that season, right? This one I'm gonna have to stick a little closer together because I think we're gonna run out of room, but I don't think I'll care because it's going in my house. Yeah. But like I said, if I was doing this to sell it, I would probably either mark it or pay a little bit more attention to where I'm putting these strips, you know what I'm saying? I would mark it or something. Now see, we're gonna have a little bit too, it's gonna be a little too close there, but so I either went too far apart, or I probably went too far apart, because it should have came out even, but it's not gonna be too god awful bad, guys. We'll make this the back. We'll make it the back side. But yeah, if I were to do this to sell it, I probably would have measured, got these strips a little bit measured out better. Just marked it, but see, it doesn't look too bad. And even in the back spot, it's not too super bad. But it is what it is. All right, so we'll get rid of those. Get this off my hands. Oh, thanks, Deb. Appreciate that. Pull all the glue because we're working that clay. I'm not going to be able to have all this glue all over my hands. Okay. I'll probably have to take this mat off the table because it's full of glitter. I won't be able to roll it out. Okay, so we got that done. Okay. Now we just need to cut a piece for our top here to put on here. That's what I said. I probably should have, if I could pull these up and cut those. You know what? I don't think that's sharp. I don't think I have my knife down here. See how that would lay on there. I just have a feeling it's going to be kind of, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it on this one. I think if I were to do this again, I would leave these all sticking up. And that way I can go around and trim those at the end and make them a little bit more even. But I'm not going to worry about it for this. So I think on this one, I don't know, guys. What do you think? A black top or a purple top? What do you think? I know, but eyeballing sometimes get us in trouble. I don't know, guys. Because we've got all this glitter to put on here. I'm thinking the glitter will stand out better on the black. So I just kind of traced this around here right before I got on. So I'm just going to cut a circle to put on the top here, one of our foam sheets. Deb, you won't believe what I did. I told Dawn, I said, I'm probably going to make a regretting decision today. I ordered an iPhone, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm an avid Android user, so I think I'm probably going to be sorry. I don't know. I'll be bugging Dawn more than I already do. I think, Dawn, hey, turn this thing on. Well, I didn't cut that very good. But like I said, we're going to put glitter around the top here. Okay, I should have cut that a little bit further out. You know what? I don't like that, so I'm going to cut another piece, guys. I'm sure it'll be covered with glitter, but I'm just saying, I got this foam, so I might as well use it. Watch out, bud. So let's just take this, and again, I'm just going to trace it. All I did was take a pin. It just kind of makes an indentation. You're not going to see it. I just kind of made an indentation in that foam. Right around. Okay. And woo! That looks like a flower. Because it's got all those ribs from all the different layers, you know. Watch this be the same size. I will get used to it. I don't know. I'm so used to the Android. I'm not gonna be able to turn it on. I won't be able to go nowhere with it. I know, I'm an Android trader. Hey, you call me an Android dummy. Now I'm an Android trader. Make up your mind, girl. He switched me to the dark side. You switched me to the dark side. What? Let's glue this on here now. We're going to put a big old wad in the middle. And we're just going to go around this outside. Just as quick as we can. With that glue. Just get it all over. Okay. And then we're just going to place this right on top. Okay. Kind of take a brush to this later with the. Okay. Okay, guys. So here's kind of our cake. Isn't that pretty so far? Isn't that pretty so far? I think so. Okay, so now I gotta move this mat off the table so we can get going on our foam. Get to the foam stuff. It's full of glitter. Full of glitter. Okay. Hang on. Alright, let's see if I can find somewhere to put this mat, yo. Lordy. Be right back. Watch out, dude. Watch out. Coming through. When I say coming through, I mean coming through, guys. Dust this. Holy crap, look at this table. Look under my mat. Telling stories here now, lifting that mat up off this table. It's telling my stories. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use this silicone mat. I'm going to figure out which side's cleanest. Okay. And I'm going to wipe it off real quick with some baby wipes just to get some of this glitter off here. Best I can. Just kind of get some of that glitter off. We're going to be rolling that clay on here. I just want as much crap off here as possible. Okay, and I just got this mat off Amazon. It's just a silicone mat. Should have bought two. I should have bought one for my granddaughter. She plays upstairs with stuff. Alright, so ready to get going here? Hi. Awesome, guys. Thanks. This should be kind of fun. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Pull my britches up. Alright, so let's get on. Trying to see. You know what? Let's do. Let's try to make our ghost first. Like I said, we're using styrofoam ball, or we're going to use these styrofoam cones. I watched the video. I had this kind of idea, and then I actually came across the video with the stripes and stuff, and it goes. So I thought, well, I'll watch that and see what. Whoop, I probably got too much area. This is really fun. It's not messy at all. It's just like fold thing. So let's pull a piece off. Close it back up. And what they say is the biggest thing is you got to condition your clay and stuff like this. So just kind of mold it and play with it. I don't know. I might need a little more than this. Just a little more up. I don't know how to judge, guys, so I'm just gonna, if I need, I'm gonna pull more than I need, I guess. Why not? Why not? There. So we'll just condition this. And Don will love this because I got all these little blades to cut this stuff with that are really sharp. So she'll like to hear about that. So you just pull it apart and just play with it, condition it. That's what I told her. I told her, I said, I'll be bugging that crap out of Dawn just because I don't even know how to turn that daggone thing on. Alright, guys, so let's just wad this up. Hey, Susie Bram. How are you, girl? It's all them vegetables and stuff. Brenda, I got this clay. I know I got more shop projects on Amazon. On the Amazon. It's just called like Faux foam clay. It's an air foam clay, and it comes in like a 1 pound bag, like that. Okay. All right, so let's just make a ball. Yeah, I probably got too much, but I don't care, guys. Like I said, I'm trying. Whoop! I need to take my rings off. Hopefully, I don't lose it. Take those off. We'll be having all kinds of indentations and stuff. All right, and then I just got this acrylic roller. It's an acrylic tube, and we're just going to kind of roll this out. Got a little something in there. I don't know what. This stuff's pretty forgivable, I think. Just gonna roll it. Roll it. Roll. table's making a lot of noise. So we're just rolling it like we do dough. Okay. Just get it all smoothed out. Hopefully that's big enough. Okay. So let's get this and wrap this around here. So let's get, you know what? I'm using this dude. Are we taking up? Whoops. Let's thin that out just a little more. It's about maybe 1/4 inch thick or so. Probably too thin. I don't know. Whoops. We're gonna try to use this. Yeah, that worked. That kind of worked. Well, I'll just jack that up. Okay, now we're just going to take it, kind of wrap it around our ball. Okay. I'll make a seam here. We're going to add a little tail back here after a bit. And you can use some water to kind of smooth this out. I just forgot to get a little bowl of water to do that with. Like I said, we're practicing tonight. We're learning together, so we don't care. Okay. So now I'm just going to clip some of this off. Overlap that on the bottom. Okay. Just kind of overlap that. Just kind of form that. And we don't care too much about our bottom. So again, we're going to kind of flatten that out. Okay. Just kind of roll this to flatten that out. Form him coming up here now. Okay, so we'll snip some of that off. Again, we're just going to overlap. Give him some shoulders up here. Okay. Probably should have brought a little tub of water over here so I could smooth that out a little better. Okay. And you don't want a lot of water, you just want a little bit. So we're going to flatten his little booty out again there. Just going to roll that. I cut my mat. Dang it. Sucks. Rotary cutter just went right through my mat. Alright, that lasted about one use. That's alright. So I said, guys, we're learning together tonight. Alright, guys, so here's kind of our body of our goose. Okay, it's not perfect. Like I said, we're learning. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to make kind of like a tail. Probably going to need some, let's make a tail. I really need a little thing of water, guys, to try to smooth that out. water. Let's try to smooth this out just a little bit here. Kind of not liking it. Not too worried about up there because we're putting the head up there. I'm rolling this stuff too thin, maybe. This is what I say, guys. This is a learning curve because, you know, you learn how to. I guess I need to watch more videos of this so I can actually learn how to do it instead of just trying to wing it. But what fun is that? Right? Okay, let's make a. It's gonna be an awkward ghost. Let's make a little ghosty tail. Let's just do a kind of a cone shape. What am I doing now? Right there. Brenda. Dawn's right. That is so something I would do. So something I would do. Well, that's a little large and in charge tail there. I kind of like it. Like I said, we're learning shapes tonight, style, and kind of how I might perfect this in the future. Right? And we're going to twist it. Give it a twist. Okay. I keep poking it with my nails. You really don't need nails if you're going to do this. I am jacking it up at my nails, y'all. Alright, so here's kind of our ghost. I think it's kind of cute, but you know what? Like I said, I'm learning right with you all tonight. Okay? Right with you all. So let's get him a little formed again here. Alright, now we just need a head. Maybe let's make some little arms. I don't need feet and stuff, so let's make some cute little arms. That's gonna be too big, but let's make some arms. Okay. Again, we're just going to make some little, we'll just snip that. Okay, then we'll do another one about the same size. About the same size. Now kind of the same size. There we go. And then we'll just put some, we'll look at him here and we'll just kind of put some arms coming out there. He needs bigger arms, y'all. He needs bigger arms than that. I want bigger arms. Oh, don't trap it. Oh, I'm going, woo. We'll give him some bigger arms. I know it's really nice clay. I like it. It takes practice, you know. This is like, guys, we're learning this together tonight. You know what I'm saying? We are learning this together tonight. Let's see if that's going to be too big. Roll that down in the back. Snip that off. Bring his arm down and around town there. I'm going to attach that. Okay. Another arm. I don't know about this guy. He might turn out cute. Like I said, this is for me. It's a learning curve. It's a learning process. We are learning this together tonight. What to do, what not to do. First, you might want to watch a video so somebody knows what they're doing. But I figured this would be fun to hang out and kind of learn together, guys. Why not? You know? That way it doesn't look so easy watching somebody else and you can come down here like me. I was like, oh my God, I can do that. Heck yeah. Let's do that. Alright, so let's get this going here. Got the ball. There's another arm going here. Ooh, that's a big old arm. Big long arm. Snip him. Put this one. We're going to come pull him around a little further. Press him around the back. Alright, so ain't that too awfully bad, right? Pull his tail this way a little bit since I got his arms all cockeyed in there. Alright. Now let's make a head. Stick on there. I should have stuck with the cone. I wanted to try this egg shape first, but I probably should have stuck with the cone. But that's alright. Like I said, we're learning together tonight. I know, that's what I like. I like digging in, just trying it. I watch a video once. Oh, I can do that. And then I like to dig in and figure it out on my own. Kind of take what they said in stride and we might need a little more. This clay goes a pretty long way. I've used it on something else, so I mean, it pretty much goes a pretty long way. I mean, it's pretty cute. We'll make a little sucker to put in his hands. Woo! Hard flipping it around and holding on to it. Okay, let's see. Yep, that'll be big enough. I think I need a little more though. I don't want it to be too little of a head. Don't want to be too little. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Just trying to get all those little kinks and creases out of there. Okay. So again, I think we're going to take it. Excuse me. Let's kind of roll this part right here down. We're going to give him like a swirl head. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take this part and rub up a little bit further. Kind of like that. Try to get that even. Go a little thinner up here. Try to curl that around. Dang it. Keep getting my fingernails in there, yo. Definitely do not need fingernails with this. Let's start over since I just jacked that up. I just keep getting my fingernails. Oh crap, guys. Yeah, no fingernails with this. Every time you touch it, you just indent it. Okay, let's get that going back down here. Keep the fingernails out this time. Get that little tail going up here. Again. Okay. Just trying to get that squeezed out there. Curl it down. Plump his face up a little bit here. Like that. Let's see. Now we got this. I did it again. We got this little head right here, and this little guy with the. We could have made that a little bit thinner. You know. We'll curl it a little more like that. And then we'll kind of make him have some plump little cheeks. Go in there like that. Okay, so we've got that. So now we need to poke a hole so we can stick the head up in there. First, we want to kind of do a face. So let's see. We'll do that with a couple little tools here. Couple little tools. Well, can't operate the zip bags either. So what we'll do, if you can see here, let me zoom in here. My zoomer go. Oh, no, I do that on the computer or on the tablet. Sorry, y'all. Should have been zooming in here all this time. Let's go take this little rounded tool. I'm going to just come in here and make some eyes. I'm going to do like an indentation. A little indentation in there for eyes. And then a mouth. Too. Okay, let's see how it's got the little ghost. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but it's kind of got this little indentation here, here, and here for like a little mouth. And then I think what we'll do is, I don't think I have, let's put a little nose on him. Just a little tiny nose. Might be a little more than that. A little tiny nose. Just roll that in the ball. That might be too big. Let's take a little bit of that off. That goes fine. I don't have noses, but it might be cute. Okay, I'll stick that kind of in here. Just kind of press down. Eyes coming up here. Our mouth. So see kind of how cute that little, see how cute that is? Should have made this a little thinner, guys, but yeah, like I said, oops. Oops. I think we could make his cheeks a little fatter though. Indent that in a little bit. Okay. Then we can kind of, if I've got, I thought I brought a paint pen. We could just add a little something around this. We could do a little blush on his cheeks and stuff. Let's do a little bit on the nose. Need a smaller brush. See how we're blushing up his little cheeks there? Kind of get smaller. I have a smaller brush. Smaller one here in this bag. We just go around the outside here. You know, I got this too, this palette of stuff. We can add a little bit of color. Some of this, like the, oops, a little bit of black and stuff in the eyes. Do a little bit of shadow there. I have my paint pen. I would draw a little eyelash. Oh, yeah. I don't know where I put that sucker. Alright, so that's that. Let's do a little bit of color around up in here. Hey Rhea, how are you? I got these cheap little brushes for painting stuff. Let's do a little bit more of this one. Going around. Actually, I'm going to use this bigger one. Go in with a little bit of pink, maybe in the mouth. Around here. So see how cute that is. Just wish I had my paint pen. I got it out earlier. Oh, here it is. Let's try this. Get that up there. Let's make some little eyelashes. There we go. Go around here. Little indents on this too, maybe. Just do a little just use my nail. I'm going to jacket it up with all night, right? See? Look how cute that little face is. I don't know if you can see real good with the little eyelashes and stuff, but little eyelashes right there and stuff. So let's get this on here. Let me grab a skewer. Skewers. Grab a skewer here. What we're going to do is just take this and get it wet. Kind of stick this up in here. It kind of helps go in there if it's wet. And just kind of hold this real kind of firmly. Just kind of go up in there. And this is where you're going to want to use your super glue. Because hot glue is just going to oh yeah, makeup artist, because I wear so much makeup. So let's just pour some glue up in there. Get our stick up in there. Okay, just try not to squeeze it and jack it up with your nails like I'm doing. I'm just kind of trying to show you. And then we'll get our poor little guy with this smashed over here. And then we'll do the same thing. We're going to have to kind of go down into that foam as well. Jack him up, pulling another. Let's place him on there with another little bit of super glue. And we'll just put some around this top here as well. Not a whole lot. I'm going to trim that down a little bit. I have a feeling I'm going to have to push way too far. This way we're going to hopefully not, there we go, jack our face up too much by pressing down too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, guys. He's not too bad. He's not too awfully bad for a first try. He's really not too bad for a first try. Let's make a little get kind of excited about this. We're almost done. Well, kind of. I'm kind of liking him. See, by the time we decorate that, put him on here, it's going to be so super cute. I think. We'll see. Alright, so where was I? Need to do, what was I going to do? What did I just say I was going to do? Oh, we're going to make a lollipop. So let's get some of this color out. The hot pink. So we'll make a lollipop. Thanks, Deb. He's kind of what I had in my brain, but like I said, you can't really have these big, long nails like I got, because you're just going to keep digging in it like I did. And just, I think, the trick is learning how to not use so much pressure on it to jack up your shape. And I think, like I said, I probably should have used, maybe my foam was too thick. I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to work on and watch videos on and learn myself. Instead of just watching something, like skimming through something one time. And so I know I can do that. Might have helped if I'd have watched the whole thing right there and paid attention. Right? Thanks, you guys. Woo! This is some stringy one. This one's more of a soft. I think these other ones are more of a, no, they're soft too. I think they're soft too. So let's see how much we need of this. Let's do a little bit of this green. Wish should I do black? I got black. No, I don't think a sucker should be. Oh, this is green. This is green. We need some green in here. Let's use the green. This is really green, y'all. That is really green. Not sure I like that green. You could mix it with some white and make. You can mix the two clays together too, and you can make it lighter or make your own colors. But I'm just gonna. We're just winging this tonight anyway, guys, and learn it together. So we're just gonna use it like we got it. Okay, got that conditioned a little bit. All right, now just gotta roll these out. We're gonna make worms like we did when we were kids. Okay. Some worms. Got something in this one. Not sure silicone pad was the right choice for this, but like I said, I tried. Plus, I've already ruined it by cutting through it. I'll just cut it in half and let my granddaughter use it. Alright, trying to get this all about the same length, same thickness. Don't rub it too hard on that one. The same size. Okay. Now what we want to do is twist. I'll twist these. Now we're just going to make a not liking that, so I'm going to start down here at this end and start over. Not liking that one. We can see what pink and green make. A really nasty color. Not a very pretty color. Yeah. Not the best on my sucker for the first time, but kind of mold that. And we'll place this down in here. Pull his arms apart a little bit. Like he's holding the sucker. Suffer the succotash. I don't know, guys. He's something. Not bad for a first try. He didn't really have any shoulders. My proportions are bad. I love it. I love it. This was fun to try, guys. This is, yeah, he didn't have any shoulders. Oh well. Well, I can't get that shit right now, so we're just gonna not worry about that right this I will have to shut that. All right, so let's do the glitter around the top. We can get that done, and then I forgot to do the little ruffles around the bottom. If you guys want to hang out and watch that, I'll do the little ruffles around the bottom. Thanks, Daw. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, you guys. Like I said, it's just fun to try. All right, so I got these sprinkles. I got these. These have little, is it in here? These have little, like, candies, spiral candies, some long things, and then some, I like, kind of liking this color, guys. It's a lot brighter. So let's just use some of this. This has got like eyeballs. It's got like eyeballs and bats and stars and apples. It's really packed full here. Full of stuff. All right. We're just going to put that out in our pan. Okay. And we're going to glue around this top. Okay. I think we're going to glue around this edge first. Okay. Around this edge where we have that top there. I'm just going to come around. And just go so far. Okay. So far there, and then we'll just sprinkle some of this on here. Kind of pressing some. Okay. Oh, I just got my hand in that. That's not good. Got my hand in the glue. Make sure you kind of get it covered before you. I got glue strings hanging all over the place. I gotta get that off my hands. Okay, so see how cute that is. Just kind of press that down. Okay, let me get some of these glitters off my hand. Put it back in here. This is some crazy glitter right here. I like it. I like it. I think I got my glue too hot right now. That's my problem. Turn it up just a little bit. That one's got glue on it. I'll have to get these glue strings off here, guys. Super crazy about these big things they got in here. They're kind of like a foily part of the glitter, like those little doodads there. They're crazy looking. They're crazy looking. They're the ones that kind of stick with that glue, kind of make it funky. Glue stick again. See, those hang on to that glue. Crazy. Grab another glue string. Some of these glitters back in here. Come on, glitter gun. Come on, glitter gun. Dang it. sometimes it's hard getting that glue to pull through that first time. Make sure I've got it all kind of filled in here nicely. Pull some of those danglers off here. Hopefully that dries. Some of that off the top. Okay, so see how that's just giving that edge. Not sure I like that. I'm not liking these long, slender things in this type of glitter. I'm not really crazy about that. I have to kind of watch out for that next time I buy glitter. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to glue around the top a little bit here just to get some around this top brim. Glue around the top. Am I going to try this? I'll try it again, guys, but you know, this is how we learn, right? I'll try it again. I've learned some things tonight of what to do and what not to do. Hopefully you all have as well. Okay, so now we got it all up on the top. Oh, I didn't get any right there. All right there. There. Glue, that glitter just doesn't want to get in there very evenly. So we're gonna have to do it by hand. It's those weird pink things like I was telling you about. I'm not a big fan of those. I'm getting these things everywhere. Thought this tray would help. Thought the tray would help. These are all gathering in one spot here. There we go. Good enough. Good enough for government work. Now we'll put our goose on there. Clean this up later. Actually, I'm gonna get the glitter off my thing here. Well, come off. Let's stick it to the silicone. That's why I said I don't know if the silicone was a great idea, but whatever. All right. And then all we have to do is super glue him onto the top. And then, like I said, I'll show you how to, I'll do one ruffle so I can show you just kind of what I was talking about. That little eyeball right there, maybe. But we'll just super glue him onto here. So we'll glue some on his tail, right in here, and we'll just take him and glue him on there. Lost my lid. I might have to try that, Deb, because this, I think it would have worked better with a lower temp glue gun. Mine's kind of a high temp. It does have a temperature control, but I don't know. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try what you said. Be a heck of a lot easier. Plus, I'm not a big fan of this glitter. I thought it would be so cute because it's kind of chunky and got different elements in it. I'm not sure. It makes it hard to stick to, you know what I'm saying? It makes it kind of hard to stick as well. Let me go back and glitter up here. I think I'm gonna try to give you some shoulders. Try to move those up, give them some shoulders. Goodness. Anyway, that's pretty cool. I kind of like it. But to do the, notice I don't have, should have done that before this day on glitter. All my mats crapped up. Let me show you how to just do a ruffle real quick. Because what we would do after this is, like I said, I would cover the foam, this, these are those little cake cardboards that we can cover in like our foam, glitter foam, and then just place it on here, you know. So I like its tail to come up and around. Whatever. Like I said, it's for me. I'll be taking this one to Halloween. But anyway, I would put that foam paper around here, and then I could put those ruffles. And I don't know if I can do it on this table or not. We'll try. The ruffles, I would probably do, I don't know, maybe in this lighter purple, or maybe the green, because that would bring out the green in here and the green in the, send you a close-up picture? I will. Thanks, Deb. Well, no, I know this glitter is, I'll show you that kind of glitter. This has got, it's chunky. I mean, chunky. It's little chunks, big chunks, like foil pieces. I don't know. It's craziness. I'm not super crazy about it. It's really cute, but it's not very user-friendly. Alright, so let's do, I'll show you how to do one ruffle here. And then I'm going to get up here. It's going on 820. So we'll just roll this out. Let's roll it out. About a 1/4, 1/8 inch, something like that. I don't know. Okay, flatten that out. Then we'll go in with we'll use one of our cutters. See if I can do it without cutting my hand. Okay. Cut that right there, and then we'll cut this. We're just going to try to cut a square, cut it straight. I don't think it's sharp. Okay, sorry you can't see it. Okay. Then we've got our little piece like this. What you want to do is you're going to roll back, and then we're just going to kind of go fold this way, and that way, this way, and then roll again, kind of like that. And this didn't work like I wanted to. That's not how you do it. We're going to give up on the ruffles tonight, guys. It's how you roll it and everything. I think I had it too thick. I think I had it way too thick. Let's try it one more time. Plus, I don't think I had enough. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight and just fudging along with me, trying to learn with me. I like learning that way. Let's try it one more time. Cut this as straight as I can. I still think it's kind of too thick, but anyway, you just kind of roll this back around, and then you're going to roll this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. I think you need the fur clay for that. We're going to hang that one. I'll have to really practice on the rubbers. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I know. I need to really practice. I just wanted to get on here and thought it'd be fun just to try it together tonight and just see if it, just have some fun with it, you know. It actually didn't turn out too awfully bad for first go round, you know. It could be better, but not too awful bad, I don't think. So, you know, I'll fix the bottom and I'll practice these ruffles. I'll post a picture in the group, you know. And like I said, around the bottom, I would use one of these cake tray things and put the glitter foam on it, and then set this on here and possibly do that little ruffle thing on the bottom. As soon as I can perfect that. And if I ever do, I'll show you guys. All right, so thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Hope you had fun. Probably didn't learn a whole lot. Might learn what not to do, I don't know. But I hope you had fun. Anyway, that's what I like you guys to do, is have some fun in here. You know, it's always fun to learn new things, or try to learn new things, especially when we're learning them together. But I do appreciate you hanging out with me and learning with me tonight. I really do. So next week, I don't know what we'll do. Might do a Halloween or some fall. Might get into that. And see what we get started with that stuff. All right, guys. As always, live and live with a half full cup. It's all about clouds. Find the sun and spread the kindness, guys. Spread that kindness. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. See y'all. Oh, I could have put some daggone dots on here. That'd been fun.